Okay, so here we are, a job I've been promising for a while now. Actually tying up a few of my raspberries, or tying up my raspberry canes. Bit of a ball ache really, but it's got to be done. At the moment they're okay, but when these babies get full of raspberries in a few months' time, they're just going to be too heavy to stand up by themselves, so they just need a little bit of support. I don't want to tie them too tightly to the rope, just enough to allow them to have the support but move around in the wind as well. But if I showed you 20 minutes of this now, you get really bored of it. So I'm going to tell you a few stories. I used to be a policeman before I obviously retired and became one of the happy retirees. Plenty of time to do lots of different things myself, but I decided I might tell you a few stories of my life in the police force as we go forward. I'm going to start at the very beginning then, shall we say. When I joined the police force back in 1982, I had to go to Cwmbran for my training. And during a couple of weeks before I actually went to Cwmbran, I was told that we'd be split up depending on our ability to swim. And if I told them I could swim, I'd be expected to do the Bronze Medallion Life Saving Award and a 2-mile sponsored swim. And I thought, oh, that sounded a bit too much like hard work for me. So I was really economical with the truth. So when we first went there, I had to speak to the sergeant who was doing the PT instructing. He asked me how could I swim, and I said, well, if I managed, I could probably jump in and swim to the other side of the pool. So I was put with the non-swimmers. So for the next 10 weeks, they taught me how to get my head in the water, dive in, swim and pick up bricks and that sort of stuff, and swim between people's legs. And then towards the end of the course, we decided as a class, or it was decided as a class, that we'd do a sponsored 2-mile swim between us. So that's what we did. I was told to do 6 lengths of the pool, so yeah, fine. My turn, jumped in, started doing the 6 lengths, and did the 6, and I was asked, are you okay? Yeah, I can do a bit more. So I did a bit more, got to 8. And then carried on, got to 16, which was like a quarter of a mile. Yeah, I could carry on, so they let me carry on. So the next target then was 32 lengths, because you got badges apparently for 8 and 16 and 32. Anyway, I got to 32 lengths, and the instructor said, you better get out now, otherwise there'll be no need for anybody else to jump in the pool. So I got out, thought nothing more about it. And that our passing out parade later on, at the end of the course, we were in the auditorium once we'd done all the marching and jumping about, and they were handing out prizes for smarter student and the brainiest student and all that stuff. Well, none of those fitted me. But then it came to the sports awards, and the commandant stood up on the stage and asked where I was, and started talking about me. And he said, "This is the sort of police officer I like to see. I'd like to have in my squad." Came here, couldn't swim at all, and after 10 weeks managed to do half a mile. On the sponsored swim. That's the sort of dedication I want to see in police officers. And I had to go up and receive this award for it, which was a bit embarrassing really, because I could have done the 2-mile swim at the time. I could have done the bronze medallion, but I just couldn't be asked to do it, you know. There's plenty of other stuff to do. So yeah, I had the badge. I never actually stuck it to my Speedos or anything like that. But I learnt a very valuable lesson there, that as a police officer you volunteer for certain things, but only things that you actually want to do, and you're very economical with the truth about telling people what you can do, and then it comes as a pleasant surprise to them when you actually are better than they think you are. But yeah, good early lesson to learn.